On any given autumn Saturday, Ann Arbor explodes with over 100,000 Maize and Blue fans. Why are all these people here? Is it for the beer? Is it for the food? Possibly for the music? No, they are here for the greatest football spectacle on earth, headed by General George Patton Schembechler.
Please welcome the head coach of the University of Michigan football team, Bo Schembechler. Don't we know how to throw a party, as a matter of fact?
Had breakfast this morning.
You know, I'm just fine. You weren't expecting this, were you?
No, I thought I was coming down here just
to
make
a little interview, right?
a little guest appearance. And I thought you were going to ask me something about heart operations or something.
Well, no, we're not going to talk about that this morning. I don't believe you. You know, I think he's got a green jacket on.
This,
I can't believe you. Does it show up green? Yes, it kind of does.
Teal blue.
Teal blue, okay. That's acceptable, right? You know, how did you first get started coaching, Bo? I really don't know. I've never really read about it.
I was always a sports nut and played football and baseball and basketball. Then when I went to college, I always wanted to coach, but when we were registering for classes, everybody said, well, don't tell them you want to take phys ed, you know, that's demeaning. Tell them you want a business or something like that. So I ended up for a while taking a lot of business courses, but I finally realized I wanted to coach. And so, right when I graduated from college, I went to Ohio State as a graduate assistant. Hey, you always start at the bottom, don't you? So I was involved in coaching, except for 2 years in the service. I've coached football in college ever since.
Well, you've got a real impressive record. I think 215 wins, 71 losses, seven ties. I think you're the most successful coach, other than, I think, was it Yost?
Well, Yost's percentage of winning was much greater than mine.
Oh.
I just probably coached more games, so I won more games. That's the way. I think that's the way it works.
Why do you think you're so successful? Come on, you really are.
Well, the only two head coaching jobs I've had are at Miami of Ohio and Michigan, and you can't find two better schools. Miami at the Mid-American level and Michigan in the Big Ten. I think that's, you know, there are a lot of other coaches probably as good or better than I am, but they haven't worked at the schools.
They love you, I'll tell you that. Maybe God. Has it now? You know, you've raised 4 children. Has it taken a lot?
Millie did that.
Millie did that alone, all by herself?
I'd like to take credit for that, but I really can't do that.
Well, we're going to ask her about that.
Okay.
Please welcome Bo's wife, Mrs. Bo, Millie Schembechler. isn't that familiar to you two?
This song?
Do you hear this in your sleep?
Oh, you know, the latest thing is we got a player piano, and he has a role that plays the song.
Really? Really?
Plays the Vicks.
Can't stand to be without it, right?
Yeah, right. It's,
And he
it's
tries
the
to
most
sound-
popular song we have.
And he tries to sound louder than the music, and he does.
What kind of a husband is Bo?
He's pretty good.
He's pretty good? You're not going to trade him in,
Did he
right?
tell you that he raised 4 children?
He said
No, I
that, no, he gave all the credit to you.
I wanted to get that straight.
Gave all the credit to you. Wasn't it tough? He was away a lot.
He still is.
He still is.
Yes, yes.
Kids are growing now.
Oh, yes, grown up.
Does he ask your advice like Ronald asks Nancy? Does he come home and ask you things?
Read astrology
I mean, are
book.
you really running the football team?
I've gambled, but not like that.
But he gets my advice anyway.
Do you? Do
Oh,
you?
sure.
Like what? Like what? Would you say I wouldn't start him? I'd start him instead of this.
No.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever done that?
I'd say, now, why didn't you throw? Why didn't you pass on that last play?
Really? You sit right there.
Women are to watch football, not coach it.
Now you see what I have to put up with all the time.
We're going to take a break and we're going to talk more. We'll be right back. Stay with us.